Hey guys, I know it's been a long time since I have uploaded a video and want to give everybody a little bit of an update about what's been going on. So, during the COVID 19, Tennessee had a stay at home order, and so did Virginia. I live in Tennessee, my gym's in Virginia. So, we've been doing all of our classes via Zoom, which has been great. So, that way I can see everybody um, and keep up with my workout. So the bad thing about it is I wasn't warming up, I wasn't motivated to warm up, and I wasn't going as many days of the week. Plus, my biggest concern was that I actually ended up started binge eating really bad. I would just like mindlessly binge eat, and even when I was full, I would keep binge eating, and I just couldn't stop. And a lot of it started out because I ended up really sick with an awful sinus infection, and when I get really bad sinus infections, my body doesn't give me a sign that it's full. So I try to keep eating until I'm full, and it doesn't work when your body is not telling you you're full yet. So I'd be eating these gigantic portions. So out of the 27 pounds that I had lost, I was down 27 pounds. I had actually gained about 13 of it back. So I'm about 200 pounds, and it breaks my heart because I'd worked so hard, and to just ruin it by binge eating kind of put a damper on things, but it also put to light that get the ball rolling. Um, but luckily, the CrossFit gym did get to open up last week. Yeah, it opened up last week, and it's been great until I took, and I get fussed at for it, but I took pre-workout before I went to 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. class, and I ran up on a porch, and it was an uneven part of pavement, and twisted my ankle, so I was out of CrossFit for a couple of days. I did get to Murph yesterday, Saturday, and it was pretty good. My time was about 52:36 or something like that. I ended up having to sub biking. I biked 3 miles instead of ran the mile because I didn't trust my ankle. But I biked 3 miles. I did 10 rounds of 10 shoulder presses, 20 push ups, and 30 air squats, and then biked another 3 miles. So that was my Murph, and I was really proud of my time, and it was great to see my friends back at the gym. We were all scattered throughout the gym and outside. Doors were open, everything was super safe, and then we cleaned everything afterwards. I'm talking about CrossFit a lot, and I love CrossFit, don't get me wrong. But I did have to decide to put my CrossFit membership on hold for 2 months so I can focus on my powerlifting. I did just start my powerlifting training that was referred to me. I did start powerlifting training with his name's Asen, and he's really good, and I'm super excited to work with him. Found out that we have a lot in common. We have very similar body types. Turns out part of the reason we have very similar body types is we are both Melungeons, and he's done a lot of research on the Melungeon family's history and everything, and it's really neat to see what he's learned and what I've learned and compare notes and things like that. Because he did the 23andMe and I did Ancestry.com to come up with different results and different breakdowns of each of our Melungeons. 23andMe, he did the full genetic thing where it tells you like what genes you have for this, are you more likely at risk for this, things like that. And he was telling me that we have something in our gene that makes us really good at lifting, and that made me feel even better. But we did get to start lifting, and we started with 2 heavy days. I had no idea what I was supposed to do for reps and how much I needed, because I'm really bad at pushing myself. But he was able to kind of help me get a 15 rep max to start out with. And so that was really cool. So we did 165 pound squats, 4x10, and 135 pound rack pulls, 4x10, Um, incline bench was like 85. Tricep extension was 75, and lat pull down was about 90 to 100. So that was a great workout, and I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. 9 weeks out, and I'm hoping to do well at the Baritone Beatdown in Lebanon, Virginia, on July 25th. So I've got 9 weeks of training, 9 weeks to see how strong I can get, and then once those 9 weeks are done, I'm going to continue with the powerlifting because I feel like I can do well in it, um, and see where it can go. I think that this is something that I could be really good at. Something else I want to show off is Mom got me this necklace that says me versus me. Something about me is I am my biggest enemy. I know I have cried to a couple of the coaches at the gym, at least one, um, about how sometimes I just don't feel like I'm good enough, and he's reassured me that I am, and I hate that I'm gonna have to miss that for 2 months, but this is something that I feel like I gotta do for me because I'm gonna be the best that I can, and clean up my form, everything. It was definitely a hard decision to make to stop CrossFit for 2 months, but I felt like it's something that had to be done. Just mainly financially, mainly financially. I mean, I know that powerlifting and CrossFit can use like two different ways of your body working, where you're doing sets and rest, versus sometimes speed, or just varying everything up. And I think that the time away will be good, and I'll definitely miss it, and I'll miss all my friends at the gym. But this is just a new journey for me because I had never really picked up a barbell until I started CrossFit. And once we started doing deadlifts and squats, I'm just like, hey, I can be really good at this. And I've had other people tell me that they believe I can be really good at this. Um, I don't know how well I'll do at the meet. My goal eventually is to be at least either the Tennessee or the Virginia state records, for my weight class. I'm not going to be able to drop a weight class like I was hoping I was going to be able to, because I did end up gaining so much weight back. But I'm going to keep with my diet. I've already meal prepped for the week, and we'll see where it goes. Because I'm hoping everything turns out great. So suck less, swim